power is often mistaken for something external: status, wealth, or control over others. These are fragile, fleeting shadows, easily swayed by circumstance. The Stoics, those ancient architects of resilience, saw power differently. For them, true power was forged within, built on discipline, clarity, and self-mastery. It's a strength that doesn't bend to fortune's whims, a quiet force that lives in your thoughts, choices, and actions. This is the power no one can take from you, and on Wisdom Waves Aura, we're diving deep into this timeless wisdom to help you cultivate it. Let's explore 5 Stoic principles that redefine power, not as dominance, but as command over your own soul. These aren't quick fixes, they're foundations for a life of unshakable strength. The first principle is mastering your impulses. Every day, you're bombarded with urges: anger at a slight, the pull of a distraction, the sting of envy. These are not the problem, acting on them without thought is. The Stoics taught that power begins with restraint, the ability to pause and choose rather than react. Epictetus said we must distinguish what's in our control, our thoughts, our actions, and what isn't, external events, others' opinions. That space between stimulus and response is where your strength lies. Imagine someone cuts you off in traffic. The urge to honk or curse surges. A Stoic pauses, breathes, and asks, what does this anger serve? Will reacting align with who I want to be? This isn't passivity, it's command. To practice, pick one impulse daily, maybe the habit of checking your phone or snapping in a heated moment. Pause and question, what's driving this? What outcome will follow? Will I respect myself after? Track these moments. Notice when you act without thinking. Over time, each pause builds a brick in your inner fortress. Silence, when chosen, is not weakness but a flex of strength. It shows you're not led by the world's noise. On Wisdom Waves Aura, we explore how these small victories over impulse shape a life of dignity and control. Attention is the next key. Your focus is your life's currency. What you give it to grows, what you withhold from weakens. In a world designed to fracture your mind with notifications, endless tabs, and constant chatter, the Stoic anchors their attention with intention. Marcus Aurelius urged us to fix our mind on the task at hand, not with obsession, but with presence. A scattered mind is restless, shallow, unable to finish what it starts. A focused mind is quiet, forceful, reliable. Start by auditing your mental habits. How often do you drift from a task? How quickly do you reach for your phone out of boredom? Each drift is a leak in your power. To strengthen this, shape your environment. Silence notifications, clear your desk of distractions, set boundaries around your time. Begin each day by asking, what deserves my focus today? What, if done well, would make this day strong? This isn't about relentless productivity but deliberate presence. Practice single tasking. When you work, work. When you listen, listen. If your mind wanders, gently return it. Spend 5 minutes each morning in silence, letting your thoughts settle before the world's noise begins. Read deeply without rushing. These acts aren't just techniques, they're declarations of self-governance. On Wisdom Waves Aura, we share practices to reclaim your attention, turning it into a tool for depth and excellence. A life of focus isn't built in grand gestures but in these quiet, daily choices to stay present. Adversity is where power is tested. When things go wrong, failure, loss, betrayal, most people crumble into frustration or self-pity. The Stoic stands firm, not because they're numb, but because they're prepared. Seneca compared difficulty to fire refining gold, it sharpens the soul. The Stoics practiced premeditatio malorum, mentally rehearsing hardship so it never catches them off guard. Life will test you. Plans will fail. People will disappoint. Accepting this isn't pessimism, it's clarity. It frees you to prepare. Resilience isn't about ignoring pain but acting with principle despite it. When a plan falls apart, resist the urge to complain or blame. Pause and ask, what is this teaching me? Is it patience, humility, or courage? Failure is feedback, a mirror showing where your preparation needs work. When someone wrongs you, don't mirror their chaos. Ask, how do I stay honorable here? What does my character demand? This is strength, not cold detachment, but choosing actions that reflect your values, even when emotions pull elsewhere. Build this habit in small ways. Wake early, resist snoozing. Stay silent when pride wants to argue. Say no to comfort that softens you. Each act adds weight to your character. On Wisdom Waves Aura, we dive into Stoic exercises to train resilience, turning obstacles into opportunities to grow stronger. Resilience isn't surviving, it's thriving with purpose intact, no matter the storm. Speech is power in action. Words shape perceptions, build trust, or sow discord. The Stoics saw language as a responsibility, not a toy. Careless talk, gossip, complaints, exaggeration, weakens your character. Precise speech, rooted in truth and intention, strengthens it. Epictetus warned against idle chatter, urging words that serve growth or clarity. Before speaking, ask, is this true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? These questions cut through noise, aligning your words with your values. Speak less, mean more. Avoid exaggeration or promises you can't keep. Let your words be trustworthy, your tone steady. A single clear sentence, spoken from conviction, carries more weight than a flood of loud opinions. Audit your speech daily. Did you say what you meant? Did you speak to contribute or just fill space? Cut habits like gossip or passive complaining. When challenged, keep your tone calm, even under pressure. This shows strength. Align your words with your actions, say you'll do something, then do it. This builds credibility, brick by brick. On Wisdom Waves Aura, we explore how disciplined speech becomes a compass, guiding not just you but those around you. Your voice doesn't need to be loud to be heard, it needs to be true. When your words match your deeds, you become a force of quiet authority, respected not for volume but for integrity. Purpose is the final key, the compass that gives power direction. Without it, effort is just motion, busy but aimless. The Stoics didn't chase fleeting success, they chose a life aligned with virtue. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily to act with justice, self-control, and service, no matter the chaos around him. Purpose isn't found in a single epiphany, it's built through reflection and action. Ask, what's worth my struggle? What virtues do I want to define me? Start small. Define your values, courage, honesty, discipline, and turn them into daily practices. Say no to what pulls you from your path. Protect your time from distractions. Purpose isn't tied to a job or title, it's how you move through the world. Begin each morning with intention, what matters today? What virtue will I embody? End with reflection, did I live with integrity? Where can I improve? This rhythm sharpens your direction. On Wisdom Waves Aura, we share Stoic tools to craft a purposeful life, one that feels true even in uncertainty. Purpose doesn't erase struggle, it gives it meaning. It turns pain into progress, effort into growth. When you live with intention, you stop drifting. You become someone who acts, speaks, and endures with clarity, not because the world demands it, but because your values do. These 5 principles, mastering impulses, commanding attention, standing firm in adversity, speaking with precision, and aligning with purpose, are the Stoic path to power. They're not about control over others but sovereignty over yourself. This power isn't loud or showy. It's quiet, steady, built in daily choices no one sees. It's the pause before you react, the focus you hold, the resilience you show, the words you choose, the purpose you live. Each principle interlocks, creating a life of depth and strength. On Wisdom Waves Aura, we're committed to guiding you through this journey, offering practical Stoic wisdom to navigate a chaotic world. Start today. Pick one principle, pause an impulse, focus on a task, face a small challenge with grace, speak with care, or act with intention. Watch how these small acts compound. Watch how they shape not just your day, but who you become. This is the Stoic way, not to conquer the world, but to conquer yourself. That's power that lasts.